Welcome to NBA basketball. This is 2K Sports bringing it to you live. Friday Hoops Fest coming up next. It's going to be the Memphis Grizzlies up against the Dallas Mavericks. And now we send you out to Dallas for the opening tip-off. Kevin Harlan standing by courtside.
Back to the Mavs. 24-17 at home, which is a solid record, but you have to be better than solid, I think, Steve, to get into the playoffs in the Western Conference.
Yeah, no doubt about that, Kevin. And you think about the Mavs' shortcomings last year, and Dirk being hurt early, so they didn't mesh well. And then when he did come back, it probably was too much ground to make up. So hopefully Dallas can have a full season of health for Dirk and the rest of the roster.
Shot clock at 6. Ellis kicks to Mary. Can't get it to go. And the Grizzlies going the other way now. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
Well, Ellis is one of the most acrobatic finishers in the NBA, Kevin. His ability to race in from the perimeter and score, either in transition or against a half-court defense. He finds his way to the rim, and he can finish once he gets there.
And he's shown the ability of absorbing contact, hanging, and still finishing. I think he can stand to be more aggressive looking for contact, Steve, just to up those free throw attempts. But regardless, a devastating scorer around the rim.
And Ellis drops them both.
Well, Monte Ellis has never been short on confidence, and last year he went as far as comparing himself to Dwayne Wade, saying the only difference between them is that Wade has rings. That's a pretty big difference, though.
Conley's shot is off.
Boy, they were ready for him right there. I mean, totally collapsed the defense on him.
A chance now to go to Dorisburg, who had a chance to talk to Rick Carlisle.
He brought up Marc Gasol, a kind of sleeper player he thinks could give him trouble. The coach said he's a guy 7 foot plus. He's very skilled, can shoot and finish over either shoulder, and he doesn't shy away from contact. He's a guy you have to really pay attention to. And I've told our guys, we can't let him have a big game. Fellas, we'll see how they do against him.
And thank you, Doris. And you talk about the talent and confidence for Monte Ellis. Steve, what's the balance between confidence and like overconfidence?
Well, I think the balance is in your decision making. And that's the trickiest thing for really talented young players to figure out. It's just when to attack and when to back off a little bit. And that's all stuff that just comes with experience.
Here's Ellis after the made shot from Zach Brandon. Off on the layup.
Boy, after the first 3 misses, I thought they'd get one here, but they still can't connect.
Here's Conley. Sweet little floater.
Boy, that floater takes such a nice touch.
The Mavericks have gone 0-4, missing their first 4 field goals. Ellis kicks to Mary. Pass to Calderon. Nowitzki. He's covered by Randolph. And Nowitzki backs in. with the layup.
Still looking for their first basket. 5 misses to start the game.
Conley into the lane. Feeds to Allen. And he draws body contact. Looked like a blocking foul, and he was in the shooting motion. So he'll head to the free throw line. Samuel Gallenberg picks one up.
Memphis ended up 2 games back of the Spurs in the hunt for the Southwest Division title last season, but they played well against the division, going 10-6, but just came up a little short for the title.
And the first one drops. And such a tough division, the Southwest, as you were talking about, Clark. Memphis has yet to win a division title, as they often get beat out by one of the Texas teams, but they always are in the hunt.
And I don't think it'll be too long, Kevin, before they hoist up that first banner for winning the Southwest Division. I mean, the way this organization has put together this roster, they've made some shrewd moves to keep their flexibility. And you look at the Texas teams, particularly San Antonio and Dallas, starting to age. It's probably just a matter of time for the Grizzlies.
Grizzlies have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Conley dishes to Prince. Back to Conley. And it's out of bounds. The Grizzlies able to retain possession here.
A nice play to get a hand on that pass and tip it out of bounds.
I tell you what, guys, if he gets there a fraction earlier, that's a steal.
Brandon Wright's checked in for the Mavericks. Back to Prince. Plenty of space. Good. Prince has got his first points of the game.
Boy, he made a nice little bounce pass there. We call that the pocket pass, and he did it well.
Calderon passing to Ellis. Ellis, right side. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the strike for 2.
Grizzlies focused on trying to get more bang for their buck in terms of what they were paying guys, and the first shoe to drop was the trade of Rudy Gay. Just didn't want to commit to that big contract. Thought they could do a better job spreading that kind of money out over more players.
That free throw, no good. And for small market teams like the Grizzlies, that is something they have definitely always got to be considering. Are we using our cap space, Steve, to the best of our ability?
I think for the most part they were, but they just didn't feel that Rudy Gay was the long-term solution. So when the trade opportunity came about, they decided to free themselves up of the long-term financial commitment and give themselves more options in terms of personnel moving forward.
Hey, you really can't say the Mavericks were a bad team last year. They were just a little below par compared to what we've been accustomed to. They just were not nearly as deadly offensively, and that's always a recipe for struggles in the West.
Well, he didn't quit on the play. He defended the shot, contested it, and then got back straight to the glass.
Shoots. That ball's nice through this time from Jose Calderon. Ellis has got 5 points. And for the Mavs against the rest of the West, you were just talking about, Clark, they went 24 and 28 against the rest of the conference. And while that is all right, Steve, it's not going to get you into the playoffs.
Not with the depth of this conference, Kevin. And I think you have to be at least 500 this year against the West to get in. The Mavs know this, and they've been a perennial playoff team for a long time. They just couldn't quite get everything together last season.
That's tipped. Stolen by Ellis. Down with both hands.
Boy, the kind of moments you love to see. Excellent defense leading to a dunk at the other end.
Clark, you got to marvel at the transition game when they've got it cooking. It's really explosive.
High octane for sure.
Ooh, turning defensive pressure into offensive opportunities. That's what it's all about.
Here's Conley following the score by Dallas. Randolph draws the double. 5 to shoot. Expanding his range. Kicks it out to Prince. Conley dishes to Prince. Back to Conley. Conley left side. And goaltending is going to be the call. So they get the basket there anyway.
He didn't get to that one quite in time, Kevin. Those can be tough to gauge sometimes.
And you can hear the reaction of the fans to that call.
Well, it's obvious they did not like it, Steve.
And Davis is checked in for the Grizzlies. Mavericks trail by 3.
Well, you know, Mike Conley has always been one of the quickest guards in the league, in my opinion, and just a blur in transition. And for his size, a pretty good finisher with both hands inside.
Dallas again missing.
Well, that's a surprising miss right there. He usually feasts on those wide open opportunities.
Takes the lead pass. Handoff kicks to Davis. It's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. And Conley has always been quick, Steve, but he's learning how to use, it seems like, different gears to get around defenders.
I agree, Kev. The change of pace, he's gotten so good with his right hand, too, not just off the dribble, but he frequently finishes plays with his right hand in the paint, those little runners. So a lot of skill to go along with that speed.
That one is off.
You know, guys, look at the roster of this Memphis team, and they have a lot to offer. Size and strength inside, playmakers on the perimeter, and improving an outstanding point guard in Mike Conley Jr., but you have to wonder, have they hit their ceiling?
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Jay Crowder comes in for Sean Marion. Devin Harris subbed in for Monte Ellis. He hits the second from the line. Clark had talked about the Grizzlies don't have a mega star that other teams do to lean on in crunch time. Steve, you know, they traded the closest thing to that in Rudy Gay last season.
Well, closest thing is right, Kevin. Rudy Gay was not a superstar. He was very, very good, but if he was a true superstar, they would not have moved him. I think they just felt like they couldn't afford Gay's contract. They wanted to move on and play through their big men, Gasol and Randolph. And I think in the end, probably a wise decision because the team performed very well without Gay anyway.
If you battle for the offensive rebound and come up with it, you're guaranteed a high-quality shot on a follow, just like he got there.
The Mavericks have shot 75% at the line tonight, going 3 for 4. And right, no good on that one. Grizzlies have gone 50% from the field to this point, 4 of 8. Pondexter the pass to Conley. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Harris on the double team. Shoots from the corner. No good on the shot, a bit long that time.
They would have been lucky to knock that shot down.
Yeah, that kind of shot will definitely get you the eyebrows from the coach and maybe get you a seat on the bench, too.
1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far.
Alert and focused.
The Mavericks trailing. Ellis kicks to Calderon. There's the pass to Nowitzki. So he ends a trip to the line. Officials on the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
You know, Dirk is one of those guys, to me, who looks like he might be able to play until he's 50. That could be an exaggeration, but you think about how his game is foundation. It's all about skill, positioning, shot making, and he's not going to shrink anytime soon. So if a 7-footer can be strong enough to be on the court with his skill set, he can play for a lot longer.
And he can't hit the second. Well, you talk about longevity, shooting and height are the 2 NBA assets that you don't lose with age.
Well, those are 2 of Dirk's big strong suits. You know, the knee troubles have cropped up, but if he can stay healthy, he should be able to help this team for several more years, I would think.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Doris, over to you.
Hey guys, well, Grizzlies head coach Dave Yeager is all in on advanced stats, and that was a big reason that he became their head coach, fitting in with a new initiative from ownership in the front office. He knows his marching orders. A team that is among the lowest in three-point field goals will, in his words, look to open the floor, spread the floor, and give their bigs more room to work inside. He said, quote, other teams aren't going to have 9 dudes in the paint when Zach's trying to back down. But guys, they're still going to play inside out. He said, quote, I like three-pointers, but I love layups and free throws.
Well, Doris, it makes sense. They're tough to handle down, and it opens up things for everyone else.
You know, the Mavs, like many teams, are always aware of who the free agents are that might help them become better. And prior to last season, they made sure they got their finances in order to make a run with Darren Williams to bring him home to Texas. It didn't work out, but they did the same thing this last offseason.
So timeout call here. The first
able to move contracts around and make an offer to whatever big name player was out there. But think about it, the last 2 years they had unlimited cap room, unable to lure that big free agent fish to Dallas.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Devin Harris. That is his first foul of the game. And Memphis making a change here. Gasol's checked in. We're closing in on 2 minutes played here in the second quarter. And Bayless gets to Conley. And that comes off the assist by Jarrett Bayless. That's 7 points for Mike Conley.
I like the offensive awareness to exploit that lack of coverage on that play.
He kicks it to Dallenberg. Ellis on the wing there. Back to Ellis. Dishes it to Nowitzki. Dallas moving it around. 5 on the clock. Here's Dallenberg. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
Very nice pickup of the offensive rebound. Once he gets his hands on it, you know it's going back up and back in. You know, guys, the Grizzlies, a bit of a throwback team, and I like their moniker of grit and grind. It really was their identity of toughness and physicality, and I thought that's how they played, and as a result, they had a terrific season.
Dallenberg, no good on the free throw. But Clark, you mentioned the Grizzlies' old-fashioned style of play. There may be some changes in the offing. The new ownership group has made it a focal point to use more advanced stats to inform their decision-making analytics.
Well, and what will be interesting, Kevin, is that most advanced stats and advanced stat gurus will tell you you need three-point shooting. This was a very poor three-point shooting club a season ago. So I would expect them to start going more in that direction. But you can't get away from your identity, which is the low-post game of Gasol and Randall.
This game going to take a big swing. Clark, if the D continues to clear out like that and give up easy dunks.
Yeah, that's the kind of defense we expect to see in a blowout, Kevin, or even an exhibition game, not a close game like this.
How frustrated Steve is.
Well, I just, you know what, come on, I just like that he didn't choose to just lay it up there. I mean, he threw it down with force.
Conley's shot is off. The Mavericks have gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter.
Mike Conley, boy, second in the NBA last season in steals per game, quick feet and quick hands, and a smart defender as well. Make him a pesky guy to deal with at that end of the floor.
Here's Nowitzki. Grizzlies with the rebound. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Here's Pondexter, and that comes off the assist by Jarrett Bayless.
Do the little things and let the game come to him, but very capable of making a big play when necessary.
Harris kicks to Carter. Carter left side. Count the bucket.
It seems like they're finding an open lane in the hoop every time down. It's 5 buckets in a row for them in the paint.
Yeah, on the flip side, Steve, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior.
Bayless dishes to Randolph. Great touch on the 16-footer. Randolph's got his second basket of the night.
Back and forth we go. That basket gives us another lead change.
And there have been too many of those to keep track of. What a contest.
Let's go to our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Doris, what do you have?
Well, the Mavericks have been a terrific franchise. Since the turn of the century, 11 straight 50-win seasons, third longest streak in NBA history, culminating all with that NBA championship in 2011. But as much success as this team has enjoyed, it's also shown a restless eye, unusually willing to part with great players, whether Steve Nash or Tyson Chandler. And with the Mavs of late unable to attract the top free agents with their cap space, some fans might be left wondering if perhaps they should have danced with the ones who brought them. Guys?
Interesting, Doris. Thanks. Tony Allen's checked in for Mike Conley. From the inbound. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
For the majority of his career, Marc Gasol has been referred to as the other Gasol. But last season, you can make that case that he surpassed his brother Powell in terms of impact on the court.
And Marc Gasol, a little bigger than his older brother Powell, very comfortable at the center position, whereas Powell is a little more of a tweener. They're both obviously so incredibly skilled.
They sure are. I mean, both Gasol's able to play in the high post as passers or jump shooters or down on the low block, where they can use their array of offensive skills. Pretty impressive to see 2 players like that coming out of the same family.
You know, since the Southwest Division was created, the Mavs have always been in the hunt to win it every year. But last season, their division title hopes were dashed early on because of a poor start.
Gasol hits them both. And the Mavs would end up 4th in the division with a 7-9 mark against the other 4 teams. Steve, strange not to see them in the top half of the division.
Yeah, that's for sure. But you look at the Southwest, San Antonio still rolling, Houston improving dramatically, even New Orleans now making a step, and Memphis. I mean, they had an awesome season a year ago. So, boy, that Southwest, it might be the toughest division in the NBA.
Boy, that's his second foul, and he does not want to pick up number 3 here. That'll mess your game up for sure.
Memphis shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight. The first free throw is good.
Still haven't seen them miss a shot from the line in this quarter, so they're doing a nice job of protecting the lead.
Well, they're cashing in from the line. I mean, they're making them pay for fouling them right now.
He's perfect from the line this time.
They've done better at the line this quarter. Right now, they're at a good percentage.
50 seconds left to play in the first half. Davis against Nowitzki. Can't get it to go. And the Grizzlies going the other way now. It's Allen on the wing. Back to Conley. And it's right, sending it back.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might well tell the story in this one.
And that should tilt things toward them. I mean, they've been winning that battle.
Conley against Calderon. The drive by Allen. The feather touch on the finger roll. Beautiful.
Little touch of class there, guys. The end of that play with the finger roll.
Here's Ellis. He got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. Grizzlies lead by 5. Folks, stay tuned for the halftime show with Damon Bruce for all the highlights from our first half.
And now, brought to you by Sprint.
It's halftime, and I'm Damon Bruce. An excellent game going on at American Airlines Center. Memphis on top against Dallas. Hitting their free throws at a high percentage has been a key factor for them. Some great work out there by Michael Conley. He's got 9 points and has also grabbed a couple rebounds. And a tough matchup, but the Mavericks are staying afloat. Missed free throws, all too common thus far. You have to be able to punish a team for fouling you. A slow go for Dirk. His shot isn't falling. He's been ice cold. Now let's head back out to the start of the second half. Kevin Harlan, Steve Kerr, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke take it away.
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
First half.
Yeah, but for him, it's nothing out of the ordinary. I mean, we don't expect anything less. And I'll bet he continues to do the same kind of damage through the final 2 quarters.
Ellis off a pitch from Nowitzki. The drive by Ellis. And it's good. Ellis has got the opening bucket to start the second half for the Mavericks.
The defensive breakdowns are starting to show up now. Their last 4 buckets allowed have come from very close range.
And giving up these easy chances is going to do wonders for their confidence.
Here's Gasol, and the Grizzlies tack on 2 more.
You know, he's got a lot of inches on the defender in that matchup, and he can just shoot right over the top of him without worrying about being bothered. The Grizzlies had the second-best defense in the league last season after the Indiana Pacers guys, and on the perimeter, they had speed with Conley and Tony Allen inside, size and strength with Marc Gasol, who was the Defensive Player of the Year, and Zach Randolph, and they were tough to score against.
Free throw good, Ellis. And Clark, you mentioned the size inside for the Grizz. They tied for the second best rebound percentage in the league. And Steve, that was a huge area for them.
And on the perimeter, they were in the top 5 in steals, Kevin. So you talk about defense and rebounding and low post scoring. I mean, that's a really good foundation for an excellent team.
And Ellis drops them both. Memphis leading by 3. Randolph, a screen on Calderon. And the rejection by Marion. And here we go. Fast break. Calderon's got it. And that one's good. Calderon's got his first bucket of the night. And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. And for Memphis, they're shooting 43% for the game.
Well, last season was Dirk Nowitzki's 15th in the NBA and maybe his toughest. He underwent a knee scope right before the start of the season, missed about 2 months of action. The Mavericks ended up missing the playoffs.
And that kind of defense is just not going to cut it, guys. They have to get a hand in his face.
Just over a minute and a half played here in the third. Calderon against Conley. Lock at 6. Back to Calderon. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Here's Marion. Can't get it to go. Excellent D there from Allen. Speaking of Nowitzki, he expressed some concern about the direction of the Mavericks himself last year.
Yeah, after that championship season, they let go of some of their good players, especially Tyson Chandler. But they were trying to free up cap space and lure a top free agent. They were left holding the bag, basically. But Nowitzki wants to retire a Mav, and hopefully they can provide a contender for him.
Calderon passes to Nowitzki. Kept alive. Out to Marion. Ellis outside. A 3. And the shot is good. Ellis has got 7 points here in this quarter.
That was simply a defensive breakdown there, Kevin. He was all alone for that shot. It was a warm-up jumper. That is not a difficult pass. You'd think they could keep it in back.
So Memphis going with almost an entire new group here. There's the screen. Harris gets the screen from Crowder. Harris kicks to Mary. And he misses the go-ahead basket. Memphis leading. That's to Pondexter. A baseline jam. It's rebounded by Dallas. Marion outside. He dishes it to Crowder. Passes it to Harris. Dallas moving it around. Drains the three-pointer. They got on this roll a while ago, and they just haven't looked back.
Boy, such outstanding patience and decision-making for them offensively.
Yeah, absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding. They are piling up the assists.
Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. It's Vince Carter on the wing. He feeds it to Harris. To the middle, right, and good coming on the assist from Devin Harris. And the Mavericks lead by 2.
After what was just a horrendous shooting performance in the first half, they finally started to find their stroke.
Amazing to think they actually have the lead here, Clark, given how poorly they played in the first half. They really didn't shoot well, but you know what? They're starting to stick it out. They're finding their way in this game. Obviously, he's not afraid of physical play, but he still needs to play in control.
And he definitely wasn't in control that time. Everybody in the building knew it was an over-the-back call.
Catching up on the changes for Memphis. Jack Randolph is checked in for Gasol. Prince comes in for Ed Davis. And it's Conley in for Tony Allen.
He got there late, but you do have to like the aggressiveness to go after the block. But that one's going to count.
And the crowd immediately letting the officials have it after that whistle.
A very unpopular call there.
Wayne Ellington's checked in for Dallas. Now here is Harris. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Kicks to Crowder. Back to Harris. 6 to shoot. It's rebounded by Bayless.
And out of Arizona, Jared Bayless slashing combo guard. His jump shot is a little streaky, but he's really good at attacking off the dribble and drawing fouls.
Conley up top, guarded by Harris. Conley gets the bucket. Conley's got 14 points for the game.
Well, they certainly didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Well, that's important because this game, I think, is going to be decided by who controls the paint in crunch time.
Harris kicks to Carter. He passes it to Ellington. Back to Carter. Launches a 3. And that one's good. He's got 5. And Bayless stepping into that reserve role in Memphis last season.
It was really a perfect role for him, Kevin. He backed up Mike Conley, but also played alongside Conley as the 2 guard. Bayless is a combo. He can score, he can handle the ball, make decisions as well, but really kind of found his niche in the league last season. And defensively, they're starting to look for answers because ever since halftime, they've been disjointed out there.
The Grizzlies trail by 3. Here's the dish to Pondexter. Shot misses. Some solid defense here from Wright. Dallas has gone 3 of 5 with the long ball since entering the second inning. Wright with a screen on Prince. Here's Ellington. Tayshaun Prince with the rebound. Prince has got his 3rd rebound tonight.
Boy, the floor really opened up for him there.
It sure did. I mean, that was a very late reaction from the defense there.
Harris dishes to Carter. And good coming on the assist from Devin Harris. Harris has got 3 assists now in this one. Now Bayless. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Conley off the pick from Randolph. Conley the pass to Bayless. And Zach Randolph gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him. From deep, Ellis. No good there. And we've watched 3 so far. For the Mavericks.
Their defense has been outstanding, Kevin. Closing out on shots, blocking a lot of them as well.
They've repeatedly gotten out on the break tonight as well and scored a lot of baskets in transition.
Conley kicks to Prince. Allen outside. And there's the feed to Randolph. An easy 2 points on the layup. Randolph's got the first basket as we get going in the fourth for the Grizzlies. Calderon against Conley. Calderon dishes to Nowitzki. Back to Calderon. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Nowitzki. From the stripe. Here's Gallenberg. Count it and the foul. They get Marc Gasol.
Earlier in the game, they had trouble getting on track, shooting a really poor percentage. They've overcome that now, and they look to be in a nice rhythm and flow.
Quincy Pondexter. He's checked in for Zach Randolph.
For a little while in the recent past, it seemed as though the Mavericks were becoming a slowdown team, but last year they got back to running and gunning and ended up being one of the best offensive teams in the league.
Watching the line there, that'll be a backcourt violation. Mavericks leading by 5. As you said about the Mavs, 6th in the league in fast break points, and a lot of that was due to their passing, Steve.
Yeah, when you have Dirk and the other bigs that they have, they can get a break going in a hurry if you don't back up defensively. So it wasn't a surprise that they were up there and go fast break points and assists because of their fluid nature offensively.
Out to Marion. Feeds it to Calderon. Back to Marion. Now the pass to Nowitzki, guarded by Prince. Tries again. Here's Nowitzki. And Count Kowalski is fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
It's been the story of the game for him. Fortunately, his teammates have bailed him out.
Harris is checked in for Memphis.
Boy, still waiting for the first miss from the foul line this half.
100% since halftime, is that right? I'm not sure this lead's going away anytime soon if that keeps up.
Allen outside. He kicks it to Gasol. 16 feet away. That drops.
And they have to mix it up defensively. That was just too easy.
And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Nowitzki right side. He's against Randolph. A fader. You know what? And Memphis the other way now.
Well, it's just been one of those kind of games for him.
Here's Pondexter, and he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. That's on Monte Ellis. Throw good, Pondexter. Both shots good from the stripe. Mavericks leading by 4.
Burning the timeout if you see something you don't like and you need to talk about it.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Brandon Wright's checked in for Dallenberg. Jay Crowder comes in for Dirk Nowitzki. And it's Carter in for Sean Marion. And now Doris Burke has an update from the sideline.
Kevin, I was able to listen in on what Rick Carlisle was going over with his team in that last huddle. He wants them to pick it up and really go for it right now, saying, no time like the present, gentlemen. Embrace it. Embrace the spotlight, and let's make it happen. Kevin, let's see what they can do.
Gasol is coming. Vicious to Pondexter. Into Zach Randall. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up. That free throw good from Gasol. That misses, so he splits the free throws.
Anytime you see Vince Carter and you start thinking about how he was as the undisputed dunk king in years gone by, but as his spring and lift has been grounded, he's made up for it in other ways and has really improved as a defender.
Shot clock at 6. Ellis the pass to Crowder. Second chance effort. Grizzlies with the rebound. Randolph's got his 3rd rebound on the night. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the 4th. Pass to Gasol. Back to Conley. Mavericks with the rebound. And Steve, going back to Clark, really took the league by storm back with Toronto. Still an NBA player with great quality.
Yeah, he can do a little bit of everything, Kevin. Not the explosive guy that he once was, but he's always been a skill player with his long-range shooting, ball handling, good passer.
Here is Conley. Off the inbound pass, and that's 2 points on the layup.
Man, a gaping hole in the defense that time.
Teams go cold at points during the game, but the good teams still find ways to score.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Samuel Dallenberg, he's checked in for Wright. Nowitzki comes in for Jay Crowder. Sean Marion is checked in for Vince Carter. And it's Calderon in for Devin Harris. Calderon kicks to Ellis. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Nowitzki. Grizzlies with the rebound. Gasol's got 3 rebounds now in this one.
He's been wayward and just off on about everything he's put up in this period.
Doubled by Calderon. Gasol kicks to Randall. Great pass to set up the lay-in. And now just a 1-point Maverick lead. Maverick shooting under 40% all in all for the game. And here is Ellis. 1:24 left here in the 4th quarter. And the jam by Dirk Nowitzki.
Rising high to throw that one down.
Sky high. Fantastic one-hand jam.
Yeah, what a way to wrap up that possession.
Now a timeout. Left in the 4th quarter. A drive by Allen. Count that one. And a big play there to mute the crowd.
Yeah, that one kind of took all of the life out of the ball, Kevin. Quieted the voices in here, didn't it? This is what this team is all about right here. They're forcing their way inside and having a lot of success. That's their identity. They're a pounded inside
team, and that's what they're showing. How big was that? He's just so reliable, so confident at the free throw line.
1:12 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Out of bounds, Dallas will take possession. Here's Ellis. .54 seconds left in the fourth quarter on the wing there. Pocket 6. And Nowitzki backs in. Here's Dallenberg. Kicks it out to Ellis. They double team Ellis. In low to Dallenberg. That's in there. Carter with the assist.
Whether by design or accident, that was a very high quality shot they created.
Against Ellis. Outside Randolph. Good work defensively by Marion. But one thing we've seen from these guys is excellent ball movement.
And you love to see that, Kevin. I mean, I love watching unselfish play, and I know Steve enjoyed. Internet because this one's done, boy.
We've got 13 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Prince and Nowitzki with the block. This one for 3. No good. So we see the Mavericks get the win here. They pulled off this win, Clark, with respectable performances on both ends of the floor.
Yeah, I think it was just really a nice overall effort, Kevin.
Thanks for tuning in to the NBA on 2K Sports. For Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr endorsement, this is Kevin Harlan. We'll see you next time. And now, our Jordan player of the game, Monte Ellis.
You